think to yourself, communication is impossible? Why is it so hard to understand or be understood by others? I wish I could just read other people's minds. Well, I can't help you with the mind reading part, but I do have 5 tips or habits to help you better communicate. For more info on any of these resources, just check the links in the description. Let's do this. Hi, I'm Stara Shakti, licensed psychotherapist and lightworker with a private practice in Los Angeles. Welcome to my channel about all things healing from trauma. Please stick around till the end for a bonus tip. Now for the 5 habits to better communication. 1. Using feelings words. Most of us didn't grow up with parents who taught us how to express our feelings. Why? Lots of reasons. If you're first generation American, English might not have been your parents' first language. Or they came from a family or culture where emotions were not openly displayed, so they couldn't teach you. However, as an adult, you can learn about emotions and practice identifying and expressing your emotions. Feelings charts, which are lists of a vast array of feelings broken down by categories, are a great tool to start naming some of the more unfamiliar feelings you might have. There are many options online, so just pick one you like and start using it. Habit number 2, using nonviolent communication. Nonviolent communication, or NVC, is a 4-step model developed by Marshall Rosenberg in the 1960s to help create a safe space in which everyone involved can express themselves fully and with empathy. Here are the 4 basic steps of nonviolent communication. Step 1, observation. By just observing, stating what you see or hear rather than evaluating, you create a safer space in which to share your experiences without fear of criticism, judgment, or interpretation. Step 2, feelings. In response to your observation, you can then choose to express how you feel in order to create vulnerability and connect with others on a deeper level. Step 3, needs. You can also identify or clarify what you need or value in the situation, so you can create more mutually beneficial solutions in which both parties get their needs met. And finally, step 4, requests. You can choose to ask for and clearly request what you need or want. In doing so, you invite the other person to take action to meet your needs. Habit number 3, using attachment styles. In early childhood, you formed an attachment style based on the interactions you had with your primary caretakers, usually your parents, and your attachment style tends to follow you into adulthood and forms the basis of your adult interactions. So, knowing and working with your attachment style can help improve how you connect to your loved ones. If there was early attachment trauma with your primary caregivers, you likely formed an insecure, avoidant, or disorganized attachment style. All 3 of these can lead to dysfunctional or codependent relationship dynamics. But once you become aware of your attachment style and heal your past trauma, you can change your attachment style into the only one that can form the basis of a healthy relationship, secure attachment. Habit number 4, using dialectical behavioral therapy, or DBT. You might have heard of CBT, which is cognitive behavioral therapy, which can help reframe your negative thoughts into healthier or more positive thoughts. You could think of DBT as CBT plus emotions. Dialectical behavioral therapy, which you'd learn from specially trained teachers in a structured program, contains four elements: mindfulness, distress tolerance, emotional regulation, and interpersonal effectiveness. Focusing on teaching new life skills, like how to regulate your emotions during times of stress, DBT can help improve your relationships and your life. And now for habit number 5, using the 4 communication styles. A communication style is a way to describe the different ways people communicate. There are 4 main ones. Passive communicators are quiet, often people pleasers, avoid conflict, and don't express many feelings or needs, so you don't often know what's going on with them unless you are a mind reader. Aggressive communicators, on the other end of the spectrum, are often loud, dominate conversations, and make their needs known to all, often at the expense of hearing others' feelings or needs. Now, passive aggressive communicators often start out passive, but hold things in until and grow increasingly resentful until they finally speak up or blow up and then speak aggressively. Many people don't know this, but the end goal here is assertive communication. Now, assertive communicators are clear and direct without being harmful, know themselves and know their wants and needs, and are able to communicate them effectively to the people they love. Which of these 4 communication styles do you use the most? Note, you can use one or more of these 4 communication styles. Now, before we get to that extra bonus tip, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share, as it helps our channel to grow and get the message of hope out to more people. And now for that bonus tip, interrupting old relationship patterns. I believe old traumas come up or resurface in our lives in order to be healed. This might look like choosing the same kind of toxic person or engaging in the same kind of toxic behaviors. From relationship to relationship, sort of acting on autopilot. But I want to empower you with the gift of a pause button. No matter what's happening, you can always say, "Now's not a good time or place for me. Can we please reschedule this conversation to a time and place when and where we're both in a stronger place?" I want to remind you, there's always a way out, and you can stop the cycle of violence. In every moment, you have the power to choose how you respond. You can choose to pause, take a deep breath, or ask for a timeout in a heated conversation. The bottom line is you can always interrupt old relationship patterns or change the power dynamics in toxic, unhealthy relationships. Thanks for sticking around to the end. And lastly, whatever you do, remember, there's always hope for healing.